Today we embark on a journey to uncover the birthplace of Australia's most storied river, the mighty Murray. Winding over 2,500 kilometres through sunburned plains and ancient forests, the Murray has shaped the land, nourished its people, and carried whispers of history through time. But where does this great river begin? Our path starts in the remote stillness of Pinch River Campground, tucked away in the rugged embrace of the Australian Alps. From here, we'll hike about 50 kilometres into the heart of untamed wilderness, through alpine meadows that glisten with morning dew, beneath towering trees that seem to hum with ancient songs. Each step draws us closer to a secret place, the humble, hidden spring where this colossal river takes its first breath. The source of the Murray, known as Indi Springs, lies high in the mountains, cradled by the snow-fed peaks of the Australian Alps. This is no grand spectacle, no roaring cascade, just a quiet trickle, pure and unassuming, as if whispering that even the greatest journeys begin with a single drop. To the indigenous peoples of this land, the Wiradjuri, Ngarrindjeri and the Yorta Yorta, the Murray is more than just a river. It's a life force, a thread connecting past, present and future. Its waters have carried dreams, songs and stories for millennia, carving a legacy as enduring as the earth itself. This is more than just a hike. It's a pilgrimage to the heart of nature's storybook, a chance to walk the land that birthed the river, to feel its wild pulse, and to marvel at the quiet power of beginnings. Come with me as we follow this ancient path, tracing the Murray's first steps, a journey where land breathes and the water dreams. This is only the beginning. I'm rooted. I tell you what, I'm glad I made it to the top. 8 kilometres covering about over 1,200 metres of elevation. That was hardcore. Even though it was all on like fire trail, man, it was so steep. I was literally slipping down. I almost turned back. It was pretty hard. And the heat made it even worse. So glad I took enough water. But how good's this walk now? This is nice. So I'm following this for another 2 kilometres to Ingubidi. I can't even pronounce it. There's a hut, and I'm going to go check out the hut, and then not far from the hut there's another little river, and yeah, I might camp by the river. This is the hut. Ingubidi. No idea on the pronunciation, but this is it. For the basic shelter, some bunks, fireplace, kitchen bench. Someone's left their the camp chair. That's pretty cool. Logbook, I don't think I'll sign it. But I might have a rest here, have some water, and then continue on. I see a cow in the shade. There's a few of them. Must be from one of the farms close by. Oh shit, there's a few of them. They're all coming over to me. Ja! Choo! Yeah! Sit! Sit! Ja! Sit! Shh! Ja! Get out, Nelly. Ja! Yeah! Yeah! Fucking get out of that. I think they thought I was the owner or something. Maybe I might have had a feed for them, but I was planning on camping right next to the river here, but now change of plans. My original plan was to make it to 10 Mile Hut or Carter's Hut, but it's about 16 k's away, and that hill, they're coming over, and that hill absolutely destroyed me. So I'm gonna have to work out what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna have to take my shoes off here, do a crossing. Alright, the cows are coming too. And the blowfly flies, man. Fuck! See ya, boys. Make sure you steer away from me. Get it? Steer. I'm going a bit off track here. I don't want to go up the hill again. It's not a very big hill, but my legs are shot. I'm just following a horse trail, and oh gee, wow! Did you see all them? Wow! So I thought it was a horse trail, could be a deer trail. So I'm following this trail, which is gonna link me up, hopefully, back to the fire trail. It's a lot flatter here, so I'm just going to follow this and check my GPS, make sure I'm headed to the right direction. But how cool was that, man? Hope I see some more. This is going to be camp, guys. I think I'm going to set up the tent just here along the river here. Beautiful river. There is an animal trail which is a bit of a concern, and the rule is that you shouldn't really camp next to an animal trail, but I can't find any other good spots. This is like the best one I could find. And I'm getting quite tired and I really want to go for a swim as well, so I think I'm going to risk it. It doesn't look like it's a horse trail. Could be a deer trail, as I saw up above earlier on the high ground. If it's deer, then I'm okay with that. If it's horses, then yeah, a little bit sketchy. All right, let's have a swim. Enough talk. Oh, I was that eager to go for a swim, I forgot to record it. But sometimes, you know, not everything's for the camera. That was so refreshing. I really enjoyed that. And there's absolutely no one around. I'm in the middle of bloody nowhere. This is what I live for. Wow. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build a fire. The flies are absolutely smashing me, man. The big bloody horse flies are, yeah, eating me alive. So it is a wilderness area, so I am allowed to start fires. I'm just going to start a little small smoky one. Hopefully that keeps the flies away. So let's do that. Well, I've got nothing exciting for lunch, guys. Just the old backcountry spaghetti bolognese. Where's the... That'll do the job. Well, I'm going to polish this off and then I'm going to turn in and try and make an early start tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the morning. I wake up to the soft glow of dawn which filters through the tent as I wake up. The warm summer air drifting in. Through the vestibule, stretching and yawning, I take in the view. The mountains in the distance, the river glistening under the early morning light. Time to wake up properly. As I step down to the water's edge, cupping the icy river in my hands, splashing my face, rinsing my mouth, each drop a sharp, refreshing jolt. The cold bites, but it's perfect. A quick brush of the teeth, a deep breath of that high country air, ready to start the day. But breakfast is next. I've got a big day today. I'm going to be covering about 29-30 kilometers. The original plan was to stay at Carter's Hut, but as I mentioned yesterday, that hill, that climb really took it out of me. It was about 8 kilometers just grinding non-stop. So I'm heading off to Carter's now. Probably stop and have lunch there, and then from there I'm heading off to Cadence Flat. Cadence. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, so Cadence Flat would be right on the Victorian New South Wales border, and yeah, once I reach there, it won't be too far off the source of the Murray River, and hopefully I'll be able to find it. Not to mention, I've also heard that there is a bit of a plane wreck at Cadence Flat, so hopefully I can find that. I'll keep you guys posted. Catch you later on. Oh look, there's a brumby. There's another one over there. Can you see it? You know, there's so many brumbies out here, and they've just recently done a cull as well. Man, I can't imagine how many brumbies, wild brumbies, there are out in the high country. They are a problem, but you know, the old argument, how majestic these animals are. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but what do you do? There's got to be a solution, a good solution. But check out this landscape. And the trees, the eucalypts, the red gums. Absolutely love the high country. Kind of reminds me of, you know, the old bushranger stories. You know, this scene here, this area, looks like a perfect scenario for an ambush. What did the old bushrangers used to say? Stand and deliver, your money or your life. I've been watching too many of the bearded bushranger. He's another YouTuber, does some pretty cool stuff, similar stuff, hiking videos, and a lot about the old history, the old swagmen, sort of their gear and all that. He tries to replicate that on his trips. Go check out his videos, his channel if you haven't already. Pretty cool. I tell you what, I thought I was pretty soft for bringing a fly net, but I'm so glad I brought it along. Look at all the flies, man. Fuck. On my legs. Should have brought long pants. I can't believe how stunning this place is. It's like a leisure park. So green, so lush. Oh shit. I just spotted some brumbies. Let's try and sneak up on them. Oh, didn't even notice this chair. Check this out. This is pretty cool. Very cool hut. I think it's saying go this way. I'm absolutely knackered. Oh. Looking forward to that bed. Oh. How's that for a growth? It's like a head with the nose sticking out there. And, yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to call it, guys. I'm going to call this camp. I'm just over by the creeks here. There's two creeks, both pretty good drinkable water. I'm just going to go up a little bit higher. I saw some flat area there, and plus it's away from the animal trails. A lot of brumbies around, so hopefully no brumbie activity up there, but mainly the reason it's flat. Yeah, I've been walking for about 10 hours now, covering like 30 kilometers. Sorry about earlier, the battery went flat. So as I was saying, I might have underestimated this trip. I might have to add an extra day. That's 2 days in a row I've fallen short of my finishing point, although today I'm only a couple of k's away, but yeah, I'm absolutely knackered. I didn't even record the erection of the tent. What I'm going to do is I might have some water. I'm not even going to eat. I'm just going to have a bit of a snooze. I'm not sure whether I'll have dinner tonight. What I do need to do, I need to reassess how much food I got. I normally take a little bit extra, so I might have to ration my food a bit. But like I was saying, I'm not sure if I'll eat tonight. I do have some beef jerky. I might just munch on that while I'm lying down, but man, I'm absolutely exhausted. I don't know if it's the fitness or the heat or both, but man, I was really struggling today and yesterday. Hopefully tomorrow's going to be better, and I'll reassess whether I add an extra day or not. yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. I'm just going through my rations, my food, to work out whether I've got enough to stay another night. So that's oatmeal. Yeah, I got, and lunch as well. That's that. Tonight, tomorrow night. Yeah, I reckon I got enough for 5 days. 4.5 days, I can stretch it out for 5 days. So what I'm going to do now is have some breakfast and start making my way to the source of the Nile. Look, I'll still try and stick with 4 day, and I'll just suss it out, the four day plan. I'll just, yeah, as I go along. I've got enough food to stretch it out for 5 days, so I'm not worried there. If I get tired, I'll just stretch it out for 5 days. Now time for breakfast. I think we've got to veer off track this way somewhere. Let me go a little bit further on. Any markings or cans? Can't see any cans or anything. Is that what I think it is? Let's just go down here a bit. Okay, found the can. So it's all off track through here. There is a slight faint track. It's more like an animal track, but wish me luck. Wow, look how it just opens up. See this here, guys? This is the Murray, the Great Murray River, or the start of it anyway. It's hard to imagine what this little trickle of water turns into later on downstream. So the source obviously must be from up there, but we've got to go around that way. Alright, let's go. Hey, I just realised I've crossed over the border. I'm in Victoria. Now, where's this friggin' cane? Where the hell is this damn thing? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, oh, there it is. That's the can that marks the New South Wales and Victorian border. Where the land whispers its timeless secrets runs an invisible thread, the Black Allen Line. It is not just a border but a story etched into the earth, dividing yet binding New South Wales and Victoria in a quiet embrace. Drawn by the hands of surveyors Alexander Black and Alexander Allen in the late 19th century, this line not only represents a measurement, but it also represents a promise, a carefully traced path between two lands, marked with precision and patience, from Cape Howe's windswept shores to the very source of the mighty Murray. It follows the land's own poetry, unshaken by time. And though rivers may shift and mountains may erode, the Black Allen Line remains, a silent witness to history, a thread of human endeavour woven into the vast Australian landscape, where borders are drawn but nature knows no bounds. Hold on, what's this here? Okay. That's the can. So the spring has got to be close by here somewhere. There's three ways. 1, 2, 3. Which way do I go? Oh, you little beauty! I found it! That's the source, guys. That's the source of the Murray. The Great Murray River. Wow. Wow, that's pretty lucky trying to find this needle in a haystack. That is awesome. It's a bit boggy. This is the spring. What's in here? $0.20. Someone's got a good sense of humour. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to sign it. There's another 10 here, but there's just some Aussie flags and all that, which I won't take out. I feel pretty good. Nothing like a sense of accomplishment. Now I've got to get back home. That's a mission in itself. Oh man, I'm so glad I found that. After days of pushing my limits, tracking through unforgiving terrain, I finally reached it, Indi Springs, the very source of the mighty Murray River. I underestimated the challenge, the endless climbs, the sheer exhaustion, but none of that matters now. As I walk away, every aching step feels lighter, every breath filled with triumph. From this quiet, unassuming spring flows a river that carves through the entire continent. And now, having stood at its birthplace, I carry that same unstoppable force with me. This is adventure. This is accomplishment. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Trying to take a bit of a shortcut. That's the Murray River again. Crossing over to Victoria once again. New South Wales, Victoria. And back onto the trail. But we go this way. Down that way is Coombat Flats, which we bypassed. So now we're heading towards Berrima Creek. That's Berrima River. I'm going to stop here, have a break, have a swim, and contemplate whether I should camp here or keep going. It's about 1 o'clock, I think. Whew, I'm buggered. The flies here in Victoria are just as bad. So I've been having a look at the map and my schedule. I've done about 15.5 kilometers from my last campsite. And I'm just looking at my schedule now. I'm at Berrima Creek. The next stop is Indi Goodby River, and that's 10.9 kilometers away. I was hoping to make it there by the end of today, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up camp here that's what I'll do. I'll camp here. So tomorrow I'll head out to the river. I'll have lunch there, and then a further 7.2 kilometres is Christy O'Rourke's hut. So I'll camp there. I'll camp there tomorrow night, so that'll be night 4. And then the following morning I make my way back up to Indi Springs hut, where we arrived earlier, in the previous where we arrived earlier, and then from there it's down to Pinch River camp. So that's from the Christy O'Rourke's hut, that's a further 16.5 kilometres back to the Pinch River camp. So I'll do that. I'm adding an extra day to my itinerary. I think I was just way too optimistic and underestimated the terrain. I mean, it's all on fire trails, but you know, it's up and down, and plus the heat as well just made it really hard to get the K's in. But this is, yeah, you can't find a better campsite than this, right next to the river here, the creek. And I didn't see any trout, but I did bring my fishing line, but I'm not even gonna bother if I don't see any trout in the water. I mean, if I looked hard enough I'll probably find it, but can't be stuffed. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna, oh, look at that size of that blowfly. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna set up camp here, spend the night here. Look at that. I slapped it and still didn't die. Alright guys, so I've set up the tent here. I found a nice little bit of flat ground, not too far away from the creek, about 20 metres away from the creek. There is a bit of a game trail here, but you know, if they keep on their track, I'll keep on mine. Hopefully I don't get woken up halfway through the night with some brumbies or whatever. I won't actually start a fire tonight because apparently there's a fire ban in Victoria at the moment. Come to think of it, I think this is the first time I'm ever camping in Victoria. I've always been meaning to come out this way, particularly the Vico High Country, but yeah, this is my popping my cherry, so to speak. Time for dinner. Oh, that smells beautiful. Nice and soft, fluffy, just like the cloud, as my mum would say. And there's a lot there. Wow. A lot. I'll give you a close-up. I could just eat this by itself. That's the bulgur, not the couscous. Much better. The coconut chicken's pretty sloppy. I'm just going to stir it up. Give it a bit of a taste test. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a bit spicy too. Alright guys, I'm going to polish this off and then I'll just probably have a tea and turn in for the day and just relax, watch the sunset, and yeah, see you guys in the morning. More hills. Oh. More hills. Wow, I think that's the closest I've ever been to a wild brumby. Oh man, they're so beautiful animals. That was an awesome experience. Wow. That was going to attack me. 100%. That was coming straight at me. On multi-day hikes like this, the heat, the distance traveled, the hills, descents, ascents, it crushes your soul. You lose your religion, and then you find it back again. You find God. This has been such an epic journey, such an amazing trip. I'm so glad to be out here though. Even though it's tight grueling, it's so hot, it's punishing. I'm grateful that I'm out here. And I'm grateful for God. Allahu Akbar. Oh man, how good is this spot? Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful spot. I reckon it might even be a trout stream. Well, that's it guys. I think I'm going to call it. There isn't anything more to see rather than me just punishing myself going for up and down these fire trails, ascending and descending. Just absolute torture in this heat. Yeah, I think I really underestimated the trip. Even though it's been such an epic journey, the heat really had a big factor in it. I was just way too optimistic that I would average, 20 to 30 Ks a day. Yeah, maybe in the spring time or autumn probably realistic, but summer, yeah, forget it. Just had to have a lot of breaks. On the first day, I was kind of overheating a bit. I felt a little bit heat struck. That really made an impact. Oh shit, look at that. I was lost for words after I saw that snake, and then I was babbling on and the battery died. I guess that's as good a time as any to really wrap it up now. Thanks a lot for joining me on this such a epic journey, challenging journey, but a really memorable one. It's up there with one of the toughest and most memorable ones that I've done. If you like this video, guys, hit the like button. If you've enjoyed joining me on this adventure, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you on the next adventure, whatever that may be. Catch you later. I've just had a major disaster. Oh, I was trying to take some drone footage, and the battery went flat. Well, usually it gives you a warning when the battery's running flat, and should give you enough battery life to turn back to your home point, but didn't make it back. I tried to land it back on the trail, but yeah, I'm not sure how far down the trail it is. I'm pretty disappointed because that was a present from Adriana. I'm so pissed. From Pinch River's camp at dawn's first light, I set my course, the trail in sight. Through 9 mild Pinch's steep ascent, 8 kilometres of strength near spent. The summer sun, its relentless blaze, turned easy paths to grueling maze. Up rugged slopes where spirits test, then down to Indi Goodby's rest. At Cowanbat Flats, a vast expanse, I sought Indi Springs' first glance. Yet, as I searched the waters clear, a cairn arose, the path unclear. The Black Allen line's historic mark, by surveyor's hand left in the dark. Their line, a border straight and true, yet here it led my journey askew. Pressing on, the trail unkind, encounters of the Brumby kind. Wild horses roam the open land, their untamed beauty, a nature's brand. Curious black steers, a daunting sight, confronted me, heart filled with fright. Yet through it all I held my course, determined by an inner force. Returning down to Berrimer's flow, then up to Christie's hut aglow. Through Indi Goodby's waters wide, back to the Pinch, my starting stride. 100 kilometres spanned, through scorching heat and rugged land, a journey tough, with trials rife, yet etched within the track of life. In 1824's Explore, Hume and Hovell named it for. The Hume, a river christened new, unaware of what they'd view. But later stirred with fresh acclaim, did voyage down and change its name. For Sir George Murray, he decreed, unwittingly the same indeed. Oh, the irony to rename a river with its former claim. Such quirks of history's tangled thread leave us to ponder, smile and tread. So here's to names, to paths untamed, to rivers crossed and lives reclaimed. For each journey we defined the essence of our own lifeline. And as the Murray meets the sea, so do our spirits, wild and free. For in the end, it's not the name, but how we play life's daring game.